Please welcome Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut.
Thank you very much. Thank you. There are days when I wish I hadn't been there. There are moments when I try to forget the things that I saw, the things that I heard that soul-crushing morning at the firehouse in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. The grief, the unending, mind-altering, paralyzing sorrow that comes with losing a child to gun violence, it is unimaginable, and only those who live it know it. In Newtown, Connecticut, families of 20 first graders and their 6 teachers, they live with it every minute of every day. And across the country, each day, unbelievably, 90 families join them. My oldest son is the same age as those kids in Sandy Hook. He just finished first grade. My wife and I are the same age as those parents, and I am furious. I am furious that in 3 years since Sandy Hook, 3 years of almost daily bloodshed in our cities, the Republican Congress has done absolutely nothing to prevent the next massacre. It stokes inside me a sense of outrage that I've never felt before. And that's what drove me to stand on the floor of the United States Senate for 15 hours to demand change. And I'm here today because I want a president who shares that same sense of outrage. Outrage that the gun lobby fights to keep open glaring loopholes that 90% of Americans want closed. Outrage that a suspected terrorist can walk into a gun store and walk out with a military-style semi-automatic weapon. Now, Hillary Clinton, she didn't have to make fighting gun violence a centerpiece of her campaign. Frankly, I'm sure people told her that it wasn't worth the political risk. But she held firm. She stood up to the NRA, and Hillary Clinton pledged to take Washington back from the gun lobby. And Donald Trump, when he sees gun violence devastating our communities, it's just like everything else. He sees it as an opportunity. Another opportunity to convince Americans that they should fear one another. Another opportunity to do the bidding of the gun lobby. Listen, 90% of Americans want our background check system strengthened and expanded to cover more gun sales so that dangerous weapons don't fall into the wrong hands. But Trump says that in his first hour in the Oval Office, he'll roll back safeguards that we already have. And even more sinister, Trump said that by the end of his first day in office, he'll mandate that every school in America allow guns in their classroom. Think about that for a moment. Of all of the things that Donald Trump could have promised to do on his first day in office, he chose weakening background checks and putting guns in elementary schools. This is a fate that we cannot accept. And so, my friends, there is no reason to feel helpless about the horrifying trajectory of cascading massacres. Because you know what? We can change this. Smart gun policy, like background checks, it can make this country safer. Now, I stood on the floor of the United States Senate for 15 hours because I had had enough. Enough of children dying in our classrooms. Enough of the nightly bloodshed on our city streets. Enough of our police officers being outgunned, ambushed, and cut down in the line of duty. I've had enough. And friends, it is time to take Washington back from the gun lobby. And I know just how to do it. I want you to start by texting the word laws to 47246. You're going to learn there about the dangerous loopholes in our gun laws. You're going to turn yourself into an activist, and then you are going to go and elect Hillary Clinton as the next president of the United States, because she is a leader who has the empathy and the guts to declare with every fiber in her being that we have had enough. Thank you.